Hello. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Cody. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Bro, I finally got Minecraft. I begged my mom. My God. Let's go. Man, we're still friends, right? Yeah, of course we are. And I got some great news. It's actually perfect timing. Because today's stream is all about playing with my viewers. Literally. So, boot up Minecraft, man. What's your username? You actually don't need my username. You just need to type in a address. That's literally it. It's an actual server I made. Called the Red SMP. It's got its own Discord. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it. I'm just setting a couple things up, such as the text-to-speech and everything. Open up Narration Studio. We are almost live. Get ready. Once I show my game, you'll see the address at the bottom. No, not my address, but the server's address. No, not my address. Oh my lord. My browser's so buggy right now. Alright, should connect.
System says, connected to YouTube live chat.
Let's go. Alright, just like 50 or so seconds left. Oh my god, 26 views, insane. Someone random joined. This guy
At
can't
Elizabeth
press the button.
5611.
That's strange.
#1 fan. I'm back.
Welcome back, Elizabeth. Alright, I'm just gonna start the live stream right now. Skip the timer.
At Elizabeth 5611. #1 fan. I was just finishing watching something.
This guy he can't like press the button. Hang on. Stand right here, man. Wait. It should work on him. Not me.
At Cody Newman S10 says, I have to use your username because that's the only way that I can join you.
Okay, well, it should be what, on Minecraft Bedrock? It's XY the Stranger. I'm just gonna teleport this guy to me.
At Cody Newman S10 says, on Minecraft.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Do you have Java or Bedrock? At Cody Newman S10 says, the original one. At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. I don't know which one that is.
What do you mean? I have Java right now. I'm on Java, but it doesn't matter. On the bottom, it says it works for both versions, Bedrock and Java. I recommend joining through the address, but you know, it's completely up to you. I don't know where the other guy
At Cody
went.
Newman S10 says, it's the one for mobile.
Hang on. Wait, I think it's tag though. How did he die?
At night underscore Wolfie 1920 says, PLS do.
What? Yeah, I have no clue.
At Cody Newman S10 says, my username is Buttonhawk775. At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. I don't know, I thought they could both be played on mobile.
I'm pretty sure you could just join it. On Minecraft version 1.20.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, how do you become a mod?
You have to apply in my Discord server to become a moderator. That's how you join as a mod or whatever. But like, of course, you need to have. Wow, it just did not work. The server doesn't support it for some reason. This server's bugging out. I'm gonna try and restart it. Hang on. I'm gonna restart the server. Something about it.
At Cody Newman S10 says, could you just tell me your username? At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. That was weird.
This is it on Bedrock. And it's my YouTube channel name on Java.
At reliable underscore gaming underscore says, Zy the stranger.
They changed the parkour course. What the hell?
At BlakeHerblows12 says, how do you become a mod again? My phone cut out.
You have to apply to become a moderator inside of my Discord community server for the SMP.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Through his Discord server. At BlakeHerblows12 says, okay.
Alright, will it work now? No, it won't. It's just gonna act like it can. Okay, that's fine. Let me teleport back to spawn. Oh, actually, it should just be right here. Oh, here we go.
At BlakeHerblows12
I don't know why
says,
he couldn't
what's
press
his
the button.
Discord?
It's attached to my YouTube channel, I believe. You just gotta like look in the bio of it and you'll see it there. How to join is also in there as well, in case you guys can't see it at the bottom somehow.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, okay.
I'm
At
gonna
BlakeHerblows12 says, ALR.
yeah. Alright, let's try this again. So many hearts. It takes a surprisingly long time to load in.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. That's a lot of hearts.
Yes, that's a lot of hearts. It's to protect you from fall damage of other players when you spawn in.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, when do you end stream? At Cody Newman S10 says, I clicked add friend, add me back.
Alright, alright. I'll add you
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Oh, okay.
Alright, one second, guys. I'm gonna add you guys. I don't know why you can't just join through the address of the server, but whatever.
At Cody Newman S10 says, thank you.
Yeah. I screenshot when we had like 26 views. Because I knew it wouldn't last. The moment I screenshotted it, they all went away. Unfortunate.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. I would play but I don't really feel like opening Minecraft RN. At BlakeHerblows12 says, Chicken Nugget Dream House. Whoa, it's a chicken nugget fantasy, my bad, I wanted to hear AI say that.
What? Lego? What? Lego are Minecraft chicken mounts.
At Elizabeth 5611.
What?
Number 1 fan. OMG.
They made it so you can mount chickens now. What? That is so random and so specific. Why would you ever want to ride a chicken?
At BlakeHerblows12 says, they did.
Uh-huh. It's like an add-on now for Bedrock, I believe, or something. Alright.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. You can ride chickens. At BlakeHerblows12 says, that's goated. At BlakeHerblows12 says, YOOO. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. At Cody Newman S10 says, it seems like the fiery has been being chased by Leafy Evil Leafy. At
What?
Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. I need it. At BlakeHerblows12 says, W bro. At Cody Newman S10 says, have it.
Alright. Button Hawk, that's your user.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan.
Added.
Okay.
Now add a server.
At Cody Newman S10 says, it's like all.
Redis MP. Open. Addition. Play. Yep. Download everything and join. You need to make a lemon in Bedrock so you can.
At Elizabeth 5611.
That's crazy.
Number 1 fan. You need to make a lemon in Bedrock so you can ride her. At BlakeHerblows12 says, if mosquitoes need blood to make babies and our DNA is in their babies, are we fathers and mothers of? At BlakeHerblows12 says, mosquitoes. At Cody Newman S10 says, yup.
I don't
At
know why
Elizabeth
my character is
5611.
Steve, but it's whatever.
Number 1 fan. What?
Ooh. Oh, I have like old textures on. That looks way better in my opinion. Alright. That's
6-7.
strange.
Get out. Now. Number 1 fan. At BlakeHerblows12 says, do you use texture oaks? At BlakeHerblows12 says, packs.
Oh, what the hell? Why am I like hereabouting on
At
my
Elizabeth
Bedrock
5611.
account? That's so weird.
Number 1 fan. He. At BlakeHerblows12 says, shut up Eliza dummy.
Okay, so for some reason, it only works when you're
At
operator.
BlakeHerblows12 says, nobody likes 67. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Bro WTH. At BlakeHerblows12 says,
Oh my
it's
god!
dead.
The hurts, bro. I don't know why you can't see anything. Let me fix it. Hang on. One moment, guys.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. I was just doing one of the commands, calm down.
Get out!
At Cody Newman S10 says, bro, I can't even join you.
Yeah, I know. I'm fixing it.
At
right now.
BlakeHerblows12 says, how do you set up an AI to read comments?
There we go. Now you can see.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan.
Oh,
It's a thing on his website.
Oh my god. Oh, this looks super weird. Why does that look weird? I don't like the way he's looking at me. Oh, I know why it looks weird. I'm used to like the Java version.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, cats or dogs. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. No, not Herobrine, I have PTSD.
It's not Herobrine, it's just Steve. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see if you guys will be able to join. You should be able to. Anyone who joins will just be teleported to me, because for some reason it's not working for people without operator. I'll have to fix that somehow.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, Perry the Platypus Perry Dr. Doofenshmeert Phineas and Ferb. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. IG ill join. At Elizabeth 5611.
What achievement did I just get? What was that?
Number 1 fan. If my tablet's not dead.
Bro, I love the old textures. Wish they never changed.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, what are top favorite games?
What are my top favorite games? I don't really have one anymore, because my top favorite for a long while was, oh no, please? Bruh. The game was bugging out, it got me killed. That's so unfair.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Bro are telling me to shut up, but we're the one saying nonsense just to hear an AI say it.
It's not even an AI, it's just a voice.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, Perry.
If anything, the AI is the thing that, like, tells it that someone said something, because it uses API. If that makes sense. Oh my god. Why does it sometimes not crit and other times
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. I'm just saying what he said before.
Oh my god. Ah, we were on such a streak too. This guy's taking forever to die. I mean, sure, I'm just using my fists, but still. I feel like an iron golem would have died by now. Finally. That took forever. Never doing it without tools again. Oh my god, the old wheat texture. The memories are coming back to me now.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, I go. At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. All of that for 3 iron.
Hey, I think that's like the most I could get. So, I'll take it. I'm going to enslave all of these villagers if they continue to get in my way. My god. Wait, that's
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Oh, okay.
What is going on? Server's lagging so much. Look at this. What is this, bro?
At BlakeHerblows12 says, Perry.
They're like ghost blocks, they're not real. Push me. Dr. Doofenshmirtz Incorporated. Alright, we gotta lock in and we gotta get tools.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Bless you. At BlakeHerblows12 says, oh.
Thank you. The fuck?
At BlakeHerblows12 says, you watch Phineas and Ferb.
Yes, I've seen Phineas and Ferb. Legendary cartoon. Loved it. As a kid. Not so much anymore. This hay will never turn
At
into
BlakeHerblows12 says, I know. At BlakeHerblows12 says, Perry the Platypus.
I used to do a perfect Perry
At
the Platypus
Elizabeth5611.
with my mouth, and now
Number
I can't
1
do it
fan.
again. I can never do it again.
I love Phineas and
I don't
Ferb.
know how I did it.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, and yet you get mad for me spamming Perry.
Yeah, I just can't do the Perry the Platypus sound effect anymore. I used to, when I was really young. But I lost the ability to do it over time. Very sad. I think kids started calling me Perryman when I was, for some reason, in school. I don't know why.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. BC, no one wants to listen to it.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, you're banned, buddy. You're banned. Mods ban this guy. Get him out of here. Something so weird about seeing, like, what the hell? There's something so
At
weird about seeing,
BlakeHerblows12
like...
says, Doofenshmirtz Incorporated upgraded. At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Me. At BlakeHerblows12 says, upgraded was on accident.
Upgraded was on accident. They should make a whole new, like, series. Call it... it should be all about him and not the rest of the people. So... they can actually call it Dr. Doofenshmirtz upgraded.
Number 1 fan.
Get up! This is the second time Jaden William
At BlakeHerblows
has
12
been
says,
live today.
what?
Bruh. Something so weird about saying like Java.
At Elizabeth
mechanic
5611.
in Bedrock.
Number 1
feels
fan.
weird.
Bro. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Why did it not say my thing? At BlakeHerblows 12 says,
It did.
you've got mail, you've got mail, you've got mail, you've got mail.
I'm probably gonna make a command that says you got mail. Oh my god, you guys would spam the hell out of that. Oh, it'd be so worth it. It'd be so funny. I'm debating now. Debating it.
At BlakeHerblows 12 says, you've got mail. At Cody Newman S10 says, bro, could you join my server? I invited you like 20 times. At BlakeHerblows 12 says, you've got mail. At BlakeHerblows 12 says, you've got mail.
I don't
At
see
BlakeHerblows 12 says, you've got mail. At BlakeHerblows 12 says, you've got mail. At BlakeHerblows 12 says, you've got mail.
Keep spamming, I'll stop it from reading you. Or just the message itself, you got mail. What the hell is going on here?
At BlakeHerblows 12 says, you've got mail.
One. It just suddenly stops being bright.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. It didn't say my chat, I ask who you said should get banned. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. OMG shut up. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. PLS2. At HCR2 Cactus E1X says, yo WSP bro. At Cody Newman S10 says, guys, dude, I just did it bro.
I'm
go
just
go
now
go go
getting
quick.
All of your invites.
At BlakeHerblows 12 says, cat.
Oh my god, look at this. Oh my god.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Not again.
I'm just getting absolutely spammed on Xbox. I'm gonna turn on Do Not Disturb just because it's annoying. Boom. No more annoyance.
At BlakeHerblows 12 says, Elizabeth got some problem STFU.
Elizabeth gets some problems. Oh my god. What are you talking about? She just doesn't want to hear you got mail 85,000 times in a live
At Elizabeth 5611.
like the sound of it.
Number 1 fan. OMG, can you leave me alone? At Cody Newman S10 says, I can't join you. At BlakeHerblows 12 says, what's your user on Xbox, can you add me?
I don't know why you guys still think you need to add me on Xbox. You can just join through the address. You go to servers, click add server, and then put in the address. And then put in a name like Minecraft or just whatever you want it. But the server is
At BlakeHerblows 12 says, actually it was 9 times. At BlakeHerblows 12 says, and IJS wanted to add you not for Minecraft.
What do you mean? I'm gonna die here.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Get out. At BlakeHerblows 12 says, get out. At BlakeHerblows 12 says, get out.
Chill, bro. It ain't that deep. Wow, this cave is massive. Oh my god. The spider can't touch
At
this,
Cody
bro.
Newman S10 says, bro, serious I can't join you. Could you add it to
This
friends?
skeleton's dead as hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am horrified of what directly is below me, bro. Right below me is a enormous ancient city that stretches for God knows how long. And I fear for anyone who manages to get down there. That includes myself, because I'm about to go down there.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, what's your sub goal?
My sub goal for now is 250, so I can beat my mom and subscribers.
Number 1 fan.
Getting 250 would be absolutely insane. Oh my god.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, oh that's nice.
Is that water or is that wool?
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Now we're def not ready to go in there. At BlakeHerblows12 says, I subbed at the start I got here.
Is it here? I swear I was crouching. What are you talking about? Oh my god, bro. Yeah, I need to get the hell out of here. Why did I do this? Why did I think this was a good idea? It was never a good idea.
At
What was I
Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Yeah, we're dead. At BlakeHerblows12 says, why are we all stuck at 75 XP on stream?
What do you mean 75 XP on stream? Oh, you're talking about the leaderboard thing. Yeah, I have no clue. Don't ask me, ask YouTube. That's not my domain. This thing is massive, bro. Oh my god. What is a seed, bro? Hang on, am I able to do something?
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. I think that's the max you can get without donating. At BlakeHerblows12 says, do you set it up or is it automatic? At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. I don't know though.
I don't know what the max amount of warnings are. I think it's 5, but I'm on hardcore mode, so I have no clue.
At
I could be on my last
Elizabeth5611.
right now.
Number 1 fan. Auto. At BlakeHerblows12 says, like the leaderboard dining.
Yeah, that's up to YouTube, bro. That's completely up to YouTube. I have no idea why it's doing that. Alright. I need to swim up this carefully and quietly to get the hell out of here. Because this is not a safe place to be right now. Maybe another century, but not right now. Not this one. I don't know how I
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. I'm pretty sure you can only get to a certain amount without donating, so I guess it's 75.
Pretty sure you could only get to a certain amount without donating, so I guess it's 75. Yeah.
At BlakeHerblos12
I
says,
don't know.
I have a question. If you make shorts, how do you make a sentence and make it disappear and put another one without the other one showing, if you know what I mean?
How do you what? If you make shorts, how do you make a sentence and make it disappear and put another one without the other one showing? Yeah, I have no clue
At
what that means.
Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Huh.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I could just be being slow though. Just join on Java. I thought you got Minecraft. Unless you're playing on Xbox, then unfortunately, you're cooked. The server's kind of buggy, bruh. I need to fix a lot of stuff. Fuck.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Guess what?
Chicken butt. Lemon.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. I have very new news.
Let me guess. You have homework.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. OMG no.
Oh my god.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Lemon.
I'm gonna kill myself.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Yeah, you got it.
Oh my god. I don't know why you guys can't join.
At BlakeHerblos12 says, guess what chicken butt, guess where chicken hair, guess why chicken thigh, guess who chicken poo.
What? What? I have no clue what any of that meant. Alright, I need to like find out why only operators can click the button and have it work. I have a working theory.
At BlakeHerblos12 says, you've got mail. At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. I only have 2 more weeks of this though, and then I have Regents, so it's okay.
I love birch forests. I really
At
do.
Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Only 2 more weeks of HW yay. At BlakeHerblos12 says, spam you've got mail if you're here.
No, please, no. Alright, I'm gonna kill myself again. And this time, I'm gonna test something.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. No.
Hang on. Why is this being weird? Why can't I do anything? There we go. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is
At BlakeHerblos12 says, honey, what are you doing in there drugs?
I've seen that. I'm also gonna copy this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make it so that you click the button when it's on sand. And then that triggers this, which
At
triggers...
BlakeCurveLows12 says, does AI read swear words?
No, it doesn't. Good luck trying. You might need it. I don't know. You might find a way to bypass it. I prefer if you don't.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, I'm not gonna try now BC you said that.
No, I totally wanted you to do it. 100%. Whoops. Yeah, that was not what I meant to do.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. How are you crouching in the air WTH?
What do you mean?
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, will I get banned if I try once? At Clud08 Cludster says, TS isn't normal. At BlakeCurveLows12 says, BC I know how to bypass I think.
Alright, well it works, but for some reason it's like not
At
teleporting
Clud08
me.
Cludster says, I am the number 1 fan.
Let's try
At
this again.
BlakeCurveLows12 says, may I try B? At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. Oh who is you? At BlakeCurveLows12 says, may I try asterisk? At Clud08 Cludster says, really? At Clud08 Cludster says, call.
Yeah, it still doesn't work when it's like that. Okay, that's super strange. Am I able... No, I need to do that in the console. Okay, that's strange.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. At Clud08 Cludster says, Boomden. At BlakeCurveLows12 says, will I get banned if I try? At Clud08 Cludster says, yes you will. At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. You can find out.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try this again. Well, no, it's not in that order at all.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, reliable gamer will I get banned? At Clud08
Nah.
Cludster says, it is Clud.
No, you won't get banned, just like... But if it's something very bad, then maybe.
At Elizabeth5611. Number 1 fan. He's is ignoring you now.
I'm not ignoring
At
him.
BlakeCurveLows12 says, bet. At BlakeCurveLows12 says,
Alright. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna do...
At Clud08 Cludster says, reliable gaming.
Yeah.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, is B considered a horrible one?
It's not bad. It's definitely not the worst I've heard. I don't know what you're talking about, how it's not normal to be able to crouch in creative mode. That's completely normal. Da, 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 da. Oh my god. Alright, that should
At
just
Blake
work.
Herblows 12 says, did I bypass? At Blake Herblows 12 says, I don't know. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Can you do it on mobile? At Blake Herblows 12 says, no. At Blake Herblows 12 says, it didn't work.
Oh, oh, that's funny. Is it even like triggering? I did repeater and not comparator. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Wait, hang on. I'm playing on Bedrock, so I don't have owner perms or anything.
At Blake Herblows 12 says, last attempt. At Blake Herblows 12 says, it don't work. At Blake Herblows 12 says, bro.
What if I break this? Why is it... What? Do I need operator? Why do I need operator for that? I guess I have an anti-cheat on for that. Or something. Alright.
At Blake Herblows 12 says, top tier rage bait, you're such a noob because you're a dumb noob.
What even was that? Bro. I need to like...
At Blake Herblows 12 says, if your power is Minecraft, what are you without it?
Nothing. I know the answer to like the actual joke or whatever.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Blake saying random stuff again. At Blake Herblows 12 says, depressing.
It's just not working. Super weird. I don't know why it's like this. Well, I'm gonna go on Java now, so 1 minute.
At Blake Herblows 12 says, also question how did that guy just join stream and get first place?
Who?
At Blake Herblows 12 says, the Clued.
Oh,
At Elizabeth
I know
5611. Number 1 fan. LOL, I saw that too. At Blake
That's one of
Herblows
my
12
friends.
says,
He hopped in,
dude.
said my name, and left. That was super weird.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. He somehow got 100.
I don't know, bro. Hang on, look
at
at
Blake
this.
Herblows 12 says, how?
Why does it say my server has 1,418
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. I don't know.
What? Why does it have so many players?
At Blake Herblows 12 says, yo Boondin, how's it going?
Bundan. What? What is that supposed to
At
mean?
Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Oh, he's your friend.
Yeah, Clay's my friend. I don't know what he wanted. He didn't even DM me either. He just hopped in and said something random and left. I assume he
At
left.
BlakeHerblos12 says, BUNDAN. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. He was being annoying.
I'ma take care of you if you don't stop. Wait, hang on. I have an idea. 1 second. I have a wonderful idea.
At BlakeHerblos12 says, why does it say Eliza is one hashtag fan? At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. It's Herobrine's friends coming to haunt you.
Alright.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. BCIM.
Yeah, it says she's the number one fan because she like watches all of my streams.
At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. No or not. At Elizabeth
The annoying
5611. Number 1 fan. IGTG'll be back if we're still live.
one. It
At
called him the
BlakeHerblos12.
annoying one.
The
Oh
annoying
my
one.
god, bro.
Clued is. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Also don't call me Eliza. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. PLS. At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Not I'd win. At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Hollow annoying. At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Reversal red. At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Max Blue. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Ha ha ha.
I think the nicknames are getting slightly annoying because they
At
take a long
BlakeHerblos12.
time to read.
The annoying one. What? At BlakeHerblos12. The
Wait.
annoying one. What? At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. What did you do? At BlakeHerblos12.
I enabled the kill switch because I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna wait for that to say everything.
At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Bro. At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Bro, why does it say that? Remove it.
No, bro.
At reliable_gaming_ is dying laughing right now.
Alright, Minecraft Java is loading. I'm probably gonna have to fix the screen again.
At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Bro. At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Stop. At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Remove it. At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one. Renove. At BlakeHerblos12.
Renove. Alright, bro, alright. Enough spamming.
At BlakeHerblos12. The annoying one.
Alright, I'm gonna block you from saying you got mail.
At BlakeHerblos12 says, I heard that.
The death inside of me. Alright, now you can't say you got mail.
At Blakervlos 12 says, okay.
Minecraft, please goddamn load. This has definitely been an interesting stream.
At Blakervlos 12 says, bruh. At Blakervlos 12 says, nah, don't ban me, that's not very nice.
I didn't ban you. I just stopped you from saying, you got mail. Tired. I don't know why my throat makes that noise.
At Blakervlos 12 says, why?
Cause he kept spamming it over and over and over.
At Blakervlos 12 says, you've got mail.
Well, it works just fine for that version. Hang on. There.
At Blakervlos 12 says, easy.
Say it again, bro. Say it again. Oh, it didn't work.
At Blakervlos 12 says,
Oh. 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 It's being very buggy. I think that's
at
just
Blakervlos 12
YouTube.
says, easy.
It didn't even say it. You can still send it in YouTube, but it's not going to read it out.
At Blakervlos 12 says, bro accept.
It just said bro accept because it's not going to read out that you got mail. What is Minecraft doing? It's just not loading. Load!
At Blakervlos 12 says, you have mail.
That's not you got mail, that's you have mal. That's a completely different thing. Mal means bad, wrongful, ill, or abnormal. It derived from Latin and Gold French roots. Not the same at all.
At Blakervlos 12 says, UHAV mal.
UHAV. I don't even know what that says. But I blocked it just in case. My frame rate. Oh my god.
At Blakervlos 12 says, that's you know what in Japanese.
Why did it block it then? The frame rate is just absolutely terrible. I forgot to show the screen. Let me fix the screen actually. What is going on? Hang on. I am fixing it now. Alright, I fixed it. I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. TP myself. Wherever. Now, let's find out why this isn't working. Why shall you not work? What the why are you doing this to me? Alright. Now.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, Teeny's choreo.
What?
At BlakeHerblows12 says, that's you know what in Spanish.
Okay. Why are you saying you know what? What? Huh? Oh my god. The dark inside of me. I forget what the name of that song is. But my dad seems to have been listening to it for what feels like an absolute
Narration Studio
eternity.
says, Narration Studio said, hey, we've noticed you've been using our website for a while, if you haven't yet, leave us a review. Narration Studio said, hey, we've noticed you've been using our website for a while, if you haven't yet, leave us a review.
I need to fix that. It both says it twice and just says it at all, which is interesting. Alright, I need to I will use him to test it once this is fixed. Alright, now my theory is that when you step on this pressure plate, it just teleports you. This guy doesn't have a bed because someone graped his base. Which graping is in the server is completely allowed, by the way. There are basically no rules other than like cheating. That's against the rules. Bruh. Oh no. Please! Please! I just ate mac and cheese out my pants pocket, gave her my number, she immediately blocked it. Oh, I know what this is. I
At
just ate mac and cheese out of
BlakeHerblows12
my pants
says,
pocket,
now
gave her
the
my
AI is
number,
saying
she
you need to
immediately
touch
blocked
grass.
it. I kicked my uncle in the balls, yeah, I'm Batman. Yeah, I've seen that. That guy's hilarious. It should have made me survival mode, like that just did. Interesting. Oh my god. Still many holes I need to fix. I can't see it in survival for some reason. No! Please! Don't do this to me! Oh.
At Blakervlows 12 says, hi. At Blakervlows 12 says, hi. At Blakervlows 12 says, hi. At Blakervlows 12 says, now the AI is saying you need to touch grass too.
No, it's not, bro. Oh my god. Why can't I fly?
At Blakervlows 12 says, when it said you have been using AOL for a while.
No, that's so that
At
people using my
Blakervlows 12
website for
says,
free can
AI telling bro to touch gra.
gra. No, it's for people to like leave a review on the website because some people just use it but they don't leave a review and it makes me sad. So I have that in place to remind them.
At Blakervlows 12 says, gray AAA.
Get it! I'm gonna clear myself. And then no, I'm not gonna vaporize this. I need to actually use it.
At Blakervlows 12 says, are you a racist?
No, I'm not a racist. At least I don't think so.
At Blakervlows 12 says, I am joking, I am joking.
No, we'll save this for last. Absorption. This one should be speed then too. Or not speed. Blindness.
At Blakervlows 12 says,
Blindness, absorption. Discord. Survival.
At Blakervlows 12 says, UHAV meal.
Spread. Alright, now we will try this again. I'm gonna force him over to me.
At Blakervlows 12 says, please unblock you have mail, I wanna say it one more time.
No.
At Blakervlows 12 says, please unblock LOL. At Blakervlows 12 says, easy.
So I'm gonna teleport him here.
At Blakervlows 12 says, please unblock, I wanna say it one more time. At Blakervlows 12 says, it said it easy. At Blakervlows 12 says, Noah. At Roblox _on _YouTube says, do you remember me?
Of course I remember you, Roblox on YouTube. Welcome back.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, unblock it. At BlakeCurveLows12 says, wanna know what you never blocked?
What? Look, you can test it, bro. I blocked literally every bad word in the dictionary, I'm pretty sure.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, get out. At
Anything that's a
BlakeCurveLows12
bad
says,
word has been
get out.
blocked.
At
I'd love to see you
BlakeCurveLows12
try it.
says, get out. At BlakeCurveLows12 says, get out. At
Alright,
BlakeCurveLows12
bro.
says, get out.
I gave you many, many warnings, bro.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, get out.
Alright, I'm gonna block you from being read.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, tie.
Alright, so you cannot be read anymore.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, am I muted y'all?
Oh wait, not yet. Hang on. Let me fix that.
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, no. At BlakeCurveLows12 says, don't do this.
Alright, now you can't be read. I'm pretty sure.
At
Oh,
BlakeCurveLows12 says, no.
why can it still read you?
At BlakeCurveLows12 says, don't do this.
Oh, Minecraft crashed on me. Alright, there. Fixed. Blocked. I don't know why Minecraft crashed. That's sad.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, yo, what was the stream about?
Uh, this so the stream currently is about having my viewers be able to join my SMP and play with me, but we're having so many technical difficulties.
Reliable_gaming_, the streamer, says, decided to smite BlakeCurveLows12 for spam. At Roblox_on_YouTube says, block him smiling face with horns smiling face with horns smiling face with horns smiling face with horns smiling face with horns.
Alright, let's try this again. We should load again in a second. So why can it set his game mode and stuff, but it won't spread him? That makes no sense. Okay, alright, here's... Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna Google something real quick.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, what smirking face?
By the way, Roblox on YouTube. If you want, or able to, you can join this world by, joining through the address on the bottom of the screen.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, what the IP?
The address, yes. It's on the bottom. Tell him I put it on myself. I won't spam again. Bro's dying to be read again.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, can't read cause of chat.
It's also in the Discord server. And the Discord server is attached to my YouTube account in the description or whatever. If you can't read it, just like move the chat out of the way by scrolling. There's spaces in between the messages, which should make it easier to read it. But I can also like move it up a bit temporarily.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, AL, can't play RN but I will soon.
Right, I moved it up. Now I moved it up.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, ALR asterisk.
Alright, I have a theory. I'm hoping to God it's not the case, but...
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, he said on his dog, cat, fish, and salamander and chicken he won't spam loudly crying face.
I see why it wasn't working now. This is so stupid. Fine. Now it should work. Right? Perfect. Alright.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, what?
Bruh. Why is it not working?
At Roblox _ on _ YouTube says, yo, I just got a text. Your mom died. Loudly crying face, loudly crying face, loudly crying face.
No, not my mother. Alright, let's try this all over again. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong somehow. Let's think.
At Roblox _ on _ YouTube says, not you, Blake. At Roblox _ on _ YouTube says, read what he said. At Foxtail Force says, so what are you trying to do?
So, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it so when a new player spawns in, they spawn here, and when they step on a pressure plate, that teleports them somewhere else random in the world. It gives them blindness and absorption, so they don't die or whatever. And it gives them a message saying that they're being teleported. But for some reason, it doesn't work, but this does. What? So annoying. But I'll figure it out. I'm sure I will. Okay, now do this.
At Roblox _ on _ YouTube says, exclamation mark, fix this bug.
Oh, my dad, sister, brother, second sister, salamander, cat, dog, fish, chicken, peeps, snake, everything I have, I beg you. Fine, bro. Just like, don't spam again. There. You can talk again. Bro, buddy put his whole bloodline on the line. For real, bro.
At Roblox _ on _ YouTube says, buddy put his whole bloodline on the line. Skull.
God. My entire computer's having a stroke right now. Rest in peace, computer. Rest in peace, my computer. Had a stroke. What is going on? Load! And Minecraft crashed. Wonderful! Love it, bro. I served my time in prison cops.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, I served my time in prison cops.
More like solitary confinement. No one could
At Roblox
hear you.
_ on _ YouTube says, why? Just let him be banned. Loudly crying face.
I am very forgiving. Besides, I need the comments. I'm farming them for the content, for the retention, the interaction. And
At BlakeHerblows12 says, reliable, I served my time in prison. At Roblox _ on _ YouTube says, ick, you banned me 5 times, pensive face.
Did I? I don't think I ever did. Wow, where are the 100 and...
At Roblox _ on _
260.
YouTube says, last stream.
We're at 216, so close to 220. We're getting there, chat. We are getting there. I don't remember banning him.
At Roblox _ on _ YouTube says, yup.
Every time I hear YouTube, I think the text-to-speech chat thing stopped working because it sounds very similar.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, I am back, baby, hell yeah.
You sure are. I'm sorry. Times out my Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. You gotta think about it every time I hit the hookah.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, bro. I have a PS5 and it's worse lag than that loudly crying face.
My frame rate! Oh, much better. Never mind! Who is Crumbs? Oh. Gone. I didn't expect a random player to join. I don't know who that is.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, LWK, this is one of the most enjoyable stream I've ever done. All other ones are boring. Small creators are better than big.
For real.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, I joined, but it said I couldn't because I had a console pensive face. At BlakeHerblows12 says, hashtag help brother grow on the come up.
For real, bro. All right.
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, ALR, GTG, by mate loudly crying face, 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 loudly crying face.
Wow, how long is it?
At Roblox_on_YouTube says, wait, sorry for the spam. At BlakeHerblows12 says, ban him, ban him. At Roblox_on_YouTube says, I forgot loudly crying face.
Bro.
At Foxtail Force says, so did you get the random TP working? At Roblox_on_YouTube says, but seriously, GTG by waving hand.
Alright, bye. No, I haven't gotten the thing working yet.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, can I spam emoji in one chat at least once? At Roblox_on_YouTube says, by smiling face with hearts.
I can never talk fast enough for these goddamn people, bro. They leave the moment they see on something they don't like. Cannot talk fast enough for them. So annoying. I hate the attention span of these kids nowadays. Literally like goldfish. I fear for this generation. Genuinely.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, can I?
What? Can I spam emoji in one chat at least once? No. No. I'm getting irritated by the spam. What is going on with these coordinates, bro? 1,000, 1,000. That's right. That's right. Alright, I need a... No. Okay. Hang on. This will be spread players. No, it can't be. Alright, you know what?
At BlakeHerblows12 says, yo, I've been here for 2 hours. I think I got great attention span. Trust gang.
Am I tweaking? I swear I saw something going on here on the stream. Huh. Must be going insane. My frame rate! Oh my god! Was it F4 that did that? What reloaded all the chunks? Whatever. Was it F5? No. Effect gave a P. No! I hate that. It's so annoying.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, how much stream I have to be in to have #1 fan?
Quite a few. Like a week worth of streams every time consecutively, pretty much. Like if you're on 7 streams every time I go
At BlakeHerblows12 says, also to get notified every stream, which type of notify is best?
You just gotta subscribe and then hit the notification bell. And then make sure it's set to all.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, all personalized or none?
All. I forget what it's called. Let me check real quick. Let's go to something random like Queso's YouTube channel. You gotta do all notifications.
At Foxtail Force says, none.
No, not none, please. None means you don't get any notifications at all. It turns it off. Why? Bro. Why is it so difficult? Why is making a server so hard? You're gonna be #1. Good luck, bro. Good luck.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, I am a be #1. At BlakeHerblows12 says, I am a get 30 days in a row.
30 days? Damn. Okay. Bet. Rest granny, she got hit by a bazooka. You gotta think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. Alright, this. Like that chain. And then this. You're back? Welcome back, Elizabeth. The chat is so quiet now. Can't tell if that's a good or bad thing. Oh, my frame rate! I think it's fixed now. I'm gonna try and abuse Foxtail again and see if it'll work on him. Sorry. Oof. No, why is it not working? Why are you not working? Are you like conditional? Do I need this? Why are you not working? Oh, I think it worked this time. Yes, it worked. Okay, I don't know why it's that specific, but it worked. Well, I got TP'd away. Okay, it worked. Ah, that's one easy way to die. Okay. A bit too far, perchance. 8,000 blocks away, bro. It's not working very well. Hang on. I don't know why it's not saying your guys' message. Let me fix that.
At Elizabeth 5611.
My
Number one
frame
fan.
rate. 8468
I'm back.
2712.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. Anything happen while I was gone?
I don't think so.
At Blake Herblows 12 says, why is it so slow to read comments now?
It's not. There's a weird glitch with it where it just like doesn't.
At Elizabeth 5611.
Not focused or something.
Number one fan. Oh wow Blake, you got first. At Blake Herblows 12 says, yeah. At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. How did you get 16? At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. 150 XP. At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. I'm trying to type with one hand and it's not working very well. At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. Did the reader get bored? At Blake Herblows 12 says, there. At Blake Herblows 12 says, work.
Yes.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. Yaya, it woke up. At Blake Herblows 12 says, work.
It didn't message him for some reason, and I have no clue why. So let me see why that would be the case. It should have messaged him. It's literally set to. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Alright, I'm gonna click it myself and hope it works. Yep, it's working. But am I gonna get notified? No, I'm not. Interesting. That's super weird. Why is that the case?
At Blake Herblows 12 says, can you make my title the Glizzy?
Yo! Okay, bro. I'm not making your title the Glizzy. That's not gonna happen. Oh no. There. So you TP'd me to Y67. I didn't think he'd catch that.
At Foxtail Force says, will you TP me home or what? At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. OMG, hi Fox.
Hi Fox.
Fox, chill, alright. This command was done by @reliable_gaming_.
Alright, now we're gonna do one here for...
At Foxtail Force says, hi Elizabeth.
I forget what it was. Messages you, TP0. I think that's all I needed. Oh.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. LOL, I forgot about that one. At Blake Herblows 12 says, can you make my title the Diddler?
Yeah. You guys are cornballs.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number one fan. What did you get rid of Blake's title?
Yeah, I had to get rid of it because it gets.
At Blake Herblows 12 says, Tess.
Tess.
At Blake Herblows 12 says, yes.
This is Elon Musk.
At Elizabeth 5611.
Oh my god.
Number one fan. Aw.
See, this is why we have the
At
absorption.
Blake
in
Herblos
case you
12
fall
says,
to your death.
I'm chill now.
Did you see that? Oh my god.
At Blake Herblos 12 says, BC I got banned from AI reading me so I'm chill.
This should be giving him
At Elizabeth 5611.
blindness, but it's not.
Number 1 fan. LOL.
Why is this not giving blindness?
At Blake Herblos 12 says, don't give it back.
Alright. Fixed. Now it should be working. No, it's not. Why are you not working? Your whole job is to work and you're failing to do that. Why?
At Blake Herblos 12 says, can you make
Oh,
my
now
title
it's
Blake the
working.
Goat?
Alright, hang on. I'm gonna...
At Foxtail Force says, Aoka Creeper ran toward me very legally.
Oh no, now people are gonna start using the creeper command.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. That's the most normal one so far.
That's the normal one so far. What?
At Blake Herblos 12 says, make my title Blake the Goat. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. How long do you think you will be live?
I don't know how long. It really depends on a few things. But I think I could go live for a little bit. I just finished Spawn pretty much, so that's nice.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Oh okay. At Foxtail Force says, am I stuck here forever?
What do you mean?
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. I'm gonna go again but I'll see if I can come back before you end live. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Yes. At Foxtail Force says, I'm still 8k blocks away.
What? What do you mean you're still 8k blocks away? Give me the coordinates you needed. Not the coordinates you're at. Like, where is your house and stuff? I have an idea.
At Foxtail Force says, oh. At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. I'm going outside with my brother, so it might be like an hour. At BlakeHerblows12 says, did Reliable mute me again? Goodbye Reliable
No.
_gaming_. Maybe we'll meet next time. Number 1 fan. At Foxtail Force says, I don't know my base keywords exactly. At Elizabeth 5611.
I have
Number
an idea.
1 fan. LOL prob. At Foxtail Force says, like 200. At BlakeHerblows12 says, Ilitsav.
Hang on. This should be spawn when I teleport to it.
At Elizabeth 5611. Number 1 fan. Hee bye.
Bye. Hope you can come back again soon. Oh my god. This is taking a hot minute. Oh no. Where the hell am I? This is like the middle of the ocean. Why am I here? Hang on. Oh, I think I think I know why. Let's see. Spawn point. There it is. Alright. So now that the, oh no. Bro. Why?
At Swiss Aviation 11 says, hello.
Alright, I'm gonna do force load. No! Oh my god, this is so annoying. Yep. Alright. So annoying. Just let me do my
At
job.
BlakeHerblows12 says, you're a goat bro. At BlakeHerblows12 says, please.
What? Yo, go, bro, please. Why are you saying... What are you talking about? Alright, so it's force load add, and then I have to do 1-7.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, look at comment before these. At BlakeHerblows12 says, those.
1792. 92 and 7. And then literally just reversed on this side. I mean, it should work. Hopefully.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, I'm 10 away from being able to stream. At BlakeHerblows12 says, PLS subscribe.
Yes, please do subscribe. Daddy, please help.
Why must you do this to me?
I need to like have all of this load in like less than an instant. But I just don't know how to do that. I have one last idea that might work. I don't know why this is such a pain in the ass. It's just command blocks. It shouldn't be this difficult to get one working, but you know, I guess Minecraft sucks secretly. Bruh, he's just killing himself over and over. Alright. I sent him to a random place. The fuck? Okay, show, what the hell, I don't care. It's the first one I get. And he leaves! Of course he does, because God forbid they play Minecraft. Why am I stuck here? I'm actually crashing out, bro. Genuinely crashing out. Like, why does stuff just not want to work? For no reason. Other than just to, you know, piss me off or something. Bruh. Bruh. Bro! Literally crashing out. I didn't even do that. It's just
At
decided.
BlakeHerblows12 says, can you play a different game soon?
Why am I boring you? I mainly
At
live stream Minecraft.
BlakeHerblows12 says, yes.
Wild. I mainly just play Minecraft, so I don't know. Maybe.
At
one day.
BlakeHerblows12 says, no offense.
Very much offended. How dare you? Now Cletty's calling me. Why is it just refusing
At
to play
BlakeHerblows12 says, speed run Ender Dragon run.
What? This all triggers it in literally half a
At
second.
Clud08
If it doesn't
Cludster
work,
says,
I don't know what
answer
will.
the call. At BlakeHerblows12 says, speed run to Ender Dragon. At Clud08 Cludster says, answer the call. At BlakeHerblows12 says, your friend Clud is trying to call you.
Fine. I'll answer in like a second.
At
I'm
Roblox
waiting for the
_ on
signal.
_ YouTube says, I'm back, what's
Nice
happened while I was
lag,
gone?
though.
At Clud08 Cludster says, yay. At BlakeHerblows12 says, is Clud gay?
Yeah, bro, he's totally gay.
At Clud08 Cludster says, no.
Yeah.
Stop
At
spreading
Clud08 Cludster
lies!
says, hell
It's
NA.
not lies.
These are lies!
I am not spreading misinformation.
Oh, I can hear myself in the live.
Huh?
Oh, I can hear myself in the live. Guys, if you can hear me, I
At
am not.
BlakeHerblows12 says, double gay person.
Blake. Wait, who was Blake? I remember Blake.
Yo, you should probably make it so we can't hear you.
No. No need for that. Guys, I'm a very friendly family.
At
Family
Roblox
friendly
_ on
person.
_ YouTube
I
says,
never
remember
swear
me.
a singular time in my whole entire life.
At BlakeHerblows12 says, gay.
Crazy, bro.
Blake, if you continue on speaking, you will meet some whatever you believe
System
in
says,
that exists.
API has run out, text to speech stopped.
No!
API has run out. Text to speech stopped.
No! The text to speech ended, bro. I have to end the live
What
stream.
does that mean exactly if it ends?
Basically, I've run out of API and can no longer use it, so I have to end the live stream.
Ooh, no need to end it. I could just tell you what they're saying.
Nah. It's not the same without the text to speech. People don't like it.
Well, Blake is just calling me gay, femboy, I hate you, Clinton, you took my first place away. No, don't end it. No.
I'm sorry.
Roblox
man.
on YouTube said, got to go. Bye. Blake VLRS12 said, don't end it, don't end it, don't end it.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta end the live stream.
Just restart your live stream, to be honest.
That doesn't work. I literally ran out of API. You can't just get it back by restarting.
I know, just wait a little while then.
I have to wait an entire day.
No, I'm the API now.
Why do you care so much
Yeah,
about
should I be
the
the new API? Should I replace the old API? Alright, Blake said yes, even though he called me mean words, I'm gonna ignore him. With the mean words he said. Blake said yes.
Alright, I'm gonna end the live stream now. Thank you all so much for watching.
No ending the stream. No ending the stream. Trust me. Let me have this for like 5 more minutes, bro.
Bro, fine.
Let them have other fun.
Fine. I'll live stream for 5 more minutes.
Yeah. As you guys can see, very good friend right here. Yeah. Blake said no, please. Blake said, I'm sorry, Cluddy. Foxtail Force said, double dots. Blake said, don't end it. Blake said, don't end it.
Bro turned into a text-to-speech bot.
Foxtail Force said, why can't you stream without TTS? Blake
Because it's not
said,
entertaining.
for AI, if you end it. It's not very good to call people AI, Blake.
Oh my god.
Read chat. Watch the
It
stream when
finally
you.
work now.
Yo, guys, should I reveal one of his secrets that happened in a live stream?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What do you mean not? Okay, Blake said yes. When he used to stream with his phone accidentally showed his face by flipping the camera.
I don't know how that happened. But that footage
Don't
is
need to
permanently gone. And no one knows what my face looks like.
No, you cannot see that. It's a secret. I will forever withhold that clip from all of you.
The clip is completely gone. It doesn't exist anymore.
Blake said, hey, reliable. No, I clipped it on metal, by the way.
Wild.
Yeah. Blake said, hey, reliable. No, I clipped it on metal, by the way. You record all your streams. What do you think he's doing right now?
Oh my lord.
What do you think he's doing right now? Also, I sound way different than this in real life. I don't know why I sound like this.
Technology.
The abundant noise around the room is making weird noise. What are you even trying to do in here?
What do you mean?
Like, what are you doing in the live stream? What are you currently, putting command strings in?
I'm trying to make it so that it teleports the player, gives them blindness and absorption so they can't die or do anything when they spawn in. So nothing bad happens. And
Which
then,
stream was it? I think it was his, like, secondary stream.
Yeah, it was old.
Which stream was it? I think it was his, like... If you call me a femboy one more time, you're going to see horrible things in Google Chrome. If you call me a femboy one more time, you're going to see horrible things in Google Chrome.
should work. No,
Yeah,
it
it
did
should
not.
help.
Why is it not working? Mad annoying.
Reliable, you should definitely make me an editor on your channel. Deletes video.
What?
You should definitely make me like an editor.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, to be honest, if you ever want it though, yeah, you could. I don't really care. Makes me editor. Accidentally, like in parentheses, accidentally, accusedly, possibly, perchance, deletes the footage of every video. Should I turn on notification? Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna turn on the notification bell for you. 5 people are watching the live stream, guys. Oh my god, 5 people.
When I first
One of
started,
the-
I had like 26. They just all left.
If you guys get your friends into the stream, I'm gonna reveal more secrets.
No, please. There's some secrets don't need to know.
Okay, Blake, are you the one who's Reliable Gaming's friends who's a furry?
No, they're just some random guy.
Also, random guy, Blake. So this man has a friend called another called Blake. He's a furry femboy.
I don't have a friend named Blake. I don't know what you're yapping about.
Who is Sahaya Begum? Who is that?
Alright, I finally got it to work. The person speaking is my friend, Foxtail.
I'm not Blake. Blake, I'm not. Right. Okay, so another time when we were playing, this man actually like moaned as hard as he could for no reason. Like he
What?
genuinely moaned sometimes.
I don't moan anymore.
Anymore, see, like I said. Okay.
What?
As hard as you could for no reason. He genuinely moaned sometimes. I don't. Anymore, see, like I said. Anyways, guys, if we reach 10 people who are watching, Blake, if you keep rage baiting me, yeah, Reliable, give me mod, bro, give me mod.
What do you want done to him, bro?
Like for the stream.
Huh?
If we reach people who are watching, Blake, if you keep rage baiting me, yeah, Reliable, give me mod, bro, give me mod. Give me mod.
Why do you need mod, bro?
We're gonna punish Blake for his actions.
What punishment?
A 1 minute timeout.
Okay. Timeout? 1 minute.
Yeah, Blake.
Alright, the entire server works now. This is great.
What is the server supposed to be exactly? Yeah, Blake.
It's a semi-anarchy server with the only rules being no cheating. So like X-ray and shit.
Or putting myself in creative mode.
Yeah, that would be cheating. Unless you're not in.
Is flying around and killing people instantly a hack?
Yes.
Considered? Oh. Or putting myself.
You can join if you want.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure the stream contains the
Is flying around and killing
addresses.
people a hack? Yes.
My frame rate!
You can join if you want. Sure. Blake, have you learned your lesson yet? Alright, good.
Who is Billy Bobson the 97th?
Billy Bobson 97. I have no
And they
idea who the
left.
hell that is.
I think they're
Oh, you're
bots.
telling me? Okay, can we ban Blake for 15 years? I'm kidding.
Who was Billy Bobson of 97?
Billy Bobson 97.
I think
Oh,
they're
you're telling me? Okay, can we ban Blake for 15 years? I'm kidding. Yeah, let's ban him for 2 seconds. I'm kidding. Mods, pin him down. Yeah, let's ban him for 2 seconds. I'm kidding.
My screen is nasty. I need to clean my monitor. You joined in, Cuddy?
Lee, get my monitor cleaning. I'm housekeeping. Why do you shoot a janitor? Oh my god.
What?
I was playing a game and I was just a janitor, unarmed, and some prison game, and some person who escaped just shot me for no reason. Make me mod. Why do you shoot a janitor? I was playing a game and I was just a janitor, unarmed, and some person who escaped just shot me.
I'm pretty sure Fox can see my stream. He knows he's being watched.
4 straight.
Yeah, he knows he's being watched.
He's never getting mod in his life. You cannot physically be awake for 30 days without severe brain damage. 4 straight.
Yeah, he knows he's being.
He's never getting mod in his life. You cannot physically be awake for 30 days without severe brain damage.
Clutty, do you want to be a moderator in my server?
1.20.1.
Bloody, do you want to be a
How have you been here for 2 hours if the stream only started 2 hours ago?
He got in the moment it started.
It's not been 3 hours. It's been 2 hours and 27 minutes.
He literally. Oh, he said he's been here for 3 hours. I thought you said that.
What?
he got in the
Just watching this guy through his window.
Yeah, I'm about to watch him as well. Nah, you'd win. Get off of your phone, buddy. You're on your phone. Get more of your friends in, Blake. Get more of your friends in. You're gonna
Let's
get
see,
mod for
Fox,
2
so
seconds.
what interesting things do you have in your inventory? Oh, you got an efficiency 3 diamond pickaxe. Damn.
Get more of your friends in, Blake.
Yoink.
friends in.
I'm not gonna do that.
Watch Sale Force. I can see you in the chat. Stop watching the stream, bro. I'm kidding.
efficiency 3 diamond pickaxe. Damn. Yoink.
Oh my frames.
Stop watching the stream.
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna end the live stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to join, the end of live stream screen will contain the addresses to join. Hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and, set the bell to be all, so, you get notifications when I go live again. Like the live
Guys,
stream
I'm
to-
gonna tell you guys something. This man is a furry.
Oh gee, I would have never. If I was a new viewer, I would have never guessed that I was a furry with this avatar.
Show avatar, bro. Show an avatar.
Ah yes, totally not a furry, bro. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on somewhere else. Or not somewhere. My God.
Give me a minute. I need to type in the server address.
Anyways, bye.